are so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
Hello all and welcome to Docking Stadium for this evening. Today's matchup on this beautiful day between Adrian College Women's Lacrosse and Rochester University. Today, Adrian College will look to get back in that win column as they are 2-2 on the season so far. Rochester will come into this game 0-1. Adrian College will be in the black and gold as Rochester will don the red and the white. We will get you set up for this matchup on this beautiful Thursday evening. Hello all and welcome back to Docking Stadium as we get to the set of this face-off between Adrian College Bulldogs and Rochester University. As Emily Krager will take it for the Bulldogs and Liliana Taish for Rochester University. And we are set. Rochester will gain possession of the ball as we will have a stoppage. So go back towards the Bulldog zone. Jessica Cadman running with the ball here. She is stopped by the Bulldog player Maggie Bean. Maggie Bean over to Mariana Miller as she will take it into the crease. She takes it behind the goal. Brings it around to the right. She gets a shot off on net. Not able to capitalize there as Rochester will pick up the ball and carry from their own end. We have a stoppage of play here. Oh, looks like we'll keep going. Rochester number 20, Emily Williams will carry the ball and throw that up. But that'll be picked off by Adrian College Bulldog player May Sun. Sun carrying it through. She looks for an open player. As that will go over to Sarah Gross. Gross over to Zoe Weber. Weber looking to set up in formation at the top of the box. Scans the zone back over to Gross as Gross will take it down the left side. She cuts the middle, can't find anything, as she'll go back up to that left side. Scans a little bit longer. Back to Zoe Weber. Weber over to Miller. Miller will send that one down to Olivia Palacio. She digs that one out. We'll have a violation on Rochester University as Adrian will gain that ball back. Adrian will get the ball at the top right of the box. Zoe Weber will give that up as Adrian has a shot now. That's violation. As they come in, not able to score. Good shot there by Mariana Miller on that violation shot. Kendall Kabat will send that up as that gets picked off by Maggie Bean. Bean sends it over. And a goal by Mariana Miller for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Good play by Miller as she finds herself there above the crease as she will put that one in the top corner. Bulldogs will go up 1-0 with 13 minutes and 7 seconds left in this first quarter. Real strong suit for the Bulldogs coming into this game as they will have 44 goals for, 43 against the season. Very good for the Bulldogs in only 4 games played so far, averaging 30.8 shots per game. As we will set up for this face-off. Krager to take it for the Bulldogs once again. Krager will get that one towards the Rochester zone. As it will go down, and the Bulldogs will set up in the top of the box. Mariana Miller will lead that rush as she carries it through defenders. She looks to her left, gets that one over. And Krager scores. Finds herself in the crease. Good job by the Bulldogs as they go 2-0 on only 30 seconds. Bulldogs with 98 ground balls so far this season. That's a good stat for them. As they carried that one into the zone, calm and collected, and Krager finds herself in the right place at the right time. So once again, we will go back up to the Bulldog logo at center for a face-off. As we wait here. Krager and Taish once again for the 3rd time this evening. As Krager wins that one forward. Lucia Kamari able to win that, or get that one off Krager as she carries it into the zone. Or for Zoe Weber, she gets a shot. Good pickup there by Liliana Taish as she lays the body there on Bulldog player Lucia Kamari. Rochester will look to scoop that one up as they get that loose ball. Taish with a good block with the arm is good pick by Mariana Miller. She will look to throw that one to the middle as that will go nowhere, but Adrian able to pick that one up. looking to get a shot as she scans back up to the zone for Maggie Bean. Bean back over to Zoe Weber. Weber will go to Gross as Gross will jog around the top of the zone as she cuts in. And a shot by Gross, and she scores. As she will slam that stick down to celebrate. Gross with a nice finesse move to the middle as she cuts through and gets that shot off on Kendall Cabot. And the Bulldogs will go up 3-0 with 11:59 left in this first quarter.
Goal by number 6, Sarah Rose.
As we see here, that ball will go up the top to Weber. And Weber will be calm and give that one up to Gross as she cuts right down past the defender. Not able to turn in time. A good shot by Gross at the top of the box. As we have Taish and Krager once again on the faceoff. As Krager wins that one forward once again. Mariana Miller able to juggle that one as she gets it back into the stick. As she looks over, and she shoots and she scores! Mariana Miller makes that 4-0. Good play by the Bulldogs off the draw as Krager once again wins that one right to Miller, and Miller tosses that one down, and the Bulldogs tic-tac-toe play as they will make it 4-0 now. Rochester not able to get back as it was an odd rush there for the Bulldogs as they will at 3 versus 2. As Krager and Taish will go back up for this draw again for the 6th time this evening. As we get set here and they get in crouch position. Ball placed on the sticks. As Krager wins that one forward. As Maggie Bean waits to pick it up as she will not be able to scoop it. Ball will be on the line and that goes out. Rochester touched that before it went out, so it will be Bulldog ball. Or it looks like we have a change of possession. It will be Rochester. As they carried up the field. As Rochester goes through the midfield here. Tish carrying that. She makes it into the box. Tish at the top of the zone. She'll give that one over for DeMonico. DeMonico on top of the box. She tosses that one over. Cadman not able to control that, but she will pick it back up and jog down the side as she takes that low towards the crease. As she will fake that and go over to Williamson. Williamson out front. She gets a good pass out to Samantha Johns, but the Bulldogs will capitalize on that and give that one back up to Olivia Gedman. Gedman up the right side as she will get that one to Gross. Gross with almost a good keep, a good effort there. As DeMonico will pick that one up for Rochester as they wait to play back in. DeMonico waits for the OK signal by the ref. She will play that one over to Cadman. Taish not able to get that one from defender as Bean will carry it now through the midfield. Bean cradles that one. She goes down the right side. Still fighting off 2 defenders now as Bean will look to take it behind the crease. Bean with good patience here. She looked to toss that one up to Gross. Gross carries that in the right hand as she will toss over to Zoe Weber. Weber over to Miller as they will cross back over to Weber. Weber down low. Over to Bean. Bean drops it, but she gets it back. She takes that one off the right side. Gets a shot off and a good save by Cabot. As Krager will carry that one again, switching left to right as she gives that one up. And a good shot and a good save by Cabot. This looks like that will go in, actually. Mariana Miller with the 5th goal of the game for the Bulldogs. Good transition play behind the crease for the Bulldogs there as they swap and get that one up to Miller. As we will have a timeout now for Rochester University. With 9:33 left in this first quarter, the Bulldogs will be up 5-0.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our...
We are back from that timeout break by Rochester University. With 9:33 left in this first quarter, the Bulldogs are up 5-0. As the Bulldogs, as we can see, carrying most of this game, and Krager will go up to the face-off with Taish once again as they get set in crouch position. Krager gives that one right up to Mason. Sorry, Kamari that was, as she will take it down the left side of the box as she cradles into that left corner. Still carrying past two defenders is Kamari. She will bring it up the right side now. She gives that one up to Zoe Weber. Weber cutting in as she shoots and she scores. In the box is Weber as she will get the 6th goal of the game. Good play by Kamari as she came up that right side of the boxes. Patiently carried it in through the zone for them, as Weber finds herself in the right place at the right time once again this game, as she will get that one off a couple cradles, and the Bulldogs will be up 6-0 as we get set for this face-off, as the Bulldogs continuing to capitalize on a lot of fast breaks off the face-off as they continue to win them. Krager, that is, with good support from Sun off the draws or Kamari, and that fact is he will switch off every once in a while. We get set here. Krager will give that one up to Sun again. She picks up the ground ball. Sun with a Sutter step as she will switch hands, give that one up to Maggie Bean, as that one will drop off the stick. Go over to Weber. Weber will toss that one to Miller as Miller will go back. Weber scanning the zone, seeing what she likes, so she will give that one up the middle to Krizak. She will get in the loose battle. Good ground ball pickup by Addison Krizak, that was. As there was a flag, and we will get a fast break here for Adrian College. As she comes in, she shoots, she scores. Krizak with the goal on the break. Adrian College 7-0. As that one was off a violation, and Krizak will capitalize as she gets that quick break. And Bulldogs having everything go right for them this game so far. Krizak with a good shot as she will bounce that one and change planes on Kabat. As we get set for the face-off. Good ball battle so far from Rochester and Adrian, as we've seen the ball bounce around a couple times on the turf, but Bulldogs able to come up with those most of the time so far as we get set. Krager tosses that one up, but Rochester able to come up with the ball here as Taish will take it. She runs down the side as she drops the ball. Scoops it back up as she will look to scan. Tosses that one up to Jessica Cadman as she will come right down the zone. She goes to the right as she cradles and tosses that one down. as they toss that one over for Johns. Johns not able to scoop it up. Good defensive play there by the Bulldogs as they still battle down there. As they look to have a fast break, as that one will go up to Krizak. Krizak cradles that one left-handed as she will come down the Rochester box. She gives that one up to Weber, as Weber will go to the left. Sorry, the right. She will switch hands, give that one up to Sarah Gross. Gross calling for an opening, as she will give that one up to Kamari. Kamari not liking what she's seeing, so she will go back up to the top of the boxes. She looked to fake that toss to Gross, as she will toss that one down to Bean. Bean down to the bottom box, as she cuts to the middle. Good fake there by the Bulldogs, as Weber gives that one up to Miller. Miller carrying through the boxes. She does not like what she sees, so she'll take it back out and scan for options. She tosses that one down. And a good shot by Krager and a goal! Emily Krager. Good play by the Bulldogs as they display patience there. As Miller does not like what she sees and will take it back up to the box and gives that one off to Krager. And the Bulldogs will go up 8-0. Bulldogs doing a good job with patience so far. As if they don't like what they see, they'll take it right back up and start again. And the Bulldogs so far coming in with 98 ground balls on the season and 58 draw controls. So definitely succeeding in that department, as we can see so far in this game, as Krager will go up for that face-off with Taish again. Krager being dominant so far in this game, as she's won all 9 of her face-offs, possibly 10 here, as that will be the 10th, as Bulldogs will continue into the box, as that's given up to Weber, as Weber doesn't like what she sees, so she'll back up a little bit. Gives that one up to Kamari. Kamari will give that one to Weber. Sorry, Gross that was. They'll go back to Kamari. Kamari over to Weber. Down to Miller. Miller will go over to Krager. She takes it behind the net. She scans, and she does not like what she sees, so she gives it back to Miller. Miller above the crease, and she will bounce that one in for a goal. Mariana Miller bounces that one off the plane. This makes it hard for Kabat to snatch that one up. It looks like we'll have the refs checking for a possible violation, as they won't find anything on the stick of Mariana Miller. And typically when you see the refs doing that, just checking to see if the pocket of the stick is too deep so that the ball is able to stay in there a little bit easier, but that will not be the case here, as we will have a different face-off formation here. So it will still be Taish and Krager to take the draw. Krager bounces that one up, as she's not able to come up with it. And Sarah Gross able to snatch that one up on this fast break, as she gives that one up to Zoe Weber. Weber at the 20-yard line, as she lightly jogs in, but will take that one over to the side. As she opens up and gives it to Gross. Gross tossing that one over to Kamari, as Kamari will go down to Pahalji, over to Krager, over to Miller. Miller looking as she looks to go to the crease. As she tosses that one up and not able to connect as Miller. As this will be Rochester's ball, as Adrian throws it out. Picking it up for Rochester's Emily Williams. She gives that one to Cadman. Cadman jogging through the box for Rochester. She will look to give that one up. Switches hands. Goes back to her right as she gives that one to the defender. Sol will carry that one up right-handed. She speeds through the plane. She carries that one. We'll get a flag here from the refs. This will be interference. as Rochester will be gifted a fast break. See if they are able to capitalize. Sewell with the chance. She gets set up here. Sewell carries it in, as she is stopped by the defender, and a good play by Lucia Camare. Rochester will pick it back up, though. Williams, that was, gives that up to Taish. Taish carrying it around the net. She struggles to find an open option. As she comes up the box, and a good pick by the Bulldogs, but Taish stays with it as she tosses that one over to Sewell. Sewell carrying it down the right as she swaps hands. She'll carry that one to the net as she is stopped. Looks like we will give the ball back to Adrian College. Or no, we'll have a rush from Rochester, that is. I believe that's Cadman with the ball. She comes in from the right, and she is stopped by Camare, but she will look to go around the net. Defending there was Gadman as she gives a bit of a check to the arm, and they'll get another chance down to the left of the box. Gedman following closely behind here as she looks to catch the Rochester player. So far this season for the Bulldogs, Mariana Miller coming into this game 14 points, 13 goals, 1 assist on 26 shots. Lucia Camare 11 points with 8 goals and 3 assists on 18 shots. As this game we've seen those point totals jump up, and Bulldogs getting scoring from numerous players. The Bulldogs dominant in this game, and you can definitely see why Miller's one of the top point getters for the Bulldogs. Is always in the right spot at the right time, and we'll get play started again with Sewell on the ball as she will toss that over, and picked off by the defender as Camare that was, as she gives that one up to Weber. Weber with a fast break over to Miller. Miller beating 2 defenders here. She will zigzag through. She gets to the crease, and she rips that one just over the net, and looks like the ball will go to Rochester as they beat the Bulldogs to the end line. As Cadman has that ball, and she will give it up to Sewell, but not able to connect, as she will get the ground ball. Rochester once again gets that ground ball, and that will be DeMonico as she takes it into the right of the box. Alstead defending. DeMonico will give that one over to Cadman. Cadman scoops that one as she's defended by Krager and Bean. Sarah Gross will pick up that ball. She tosses that up to Bean. Bean over to Weber. Weber with the fast break. As she comes into the top of the box, she goes to her left as she'll dodge. But she's not able to connect on that pass, and we'll get it back. But that will go right to Rochester, as they're not able to get that pass through. Camare tosses that one down to Weber, and she scores. Good play by the Bulldogs as Camare finds Weber above the crease, and the Bulldogs with the tic-tac-toe goal. Bulldogs will make it 10-0 with 2:30 left in this first quarter. As we see the excitement there from the Bulldogs. As we get set for the face-off here, Krager and Taish, as they will set up in this different formation once again. As we get set, and Krager will win that one to Camare. She wins that one one-handed. What a play by Camare. She gives that one over to Weber. Weber looks to pass, as she will handle it for a little bit, but she'll go over to Gross. Gross cradles there as she'll look to make a move. Likes what she sees, but she'll give it back over to Camare. Camare scoops that ground ball up. We'll give that over to Pahali. She will give that one to Krager, but that's a bouncing ball over to Miller. Miller cradles, looks over the zone. As she tries to find Bean on a good pass, but Kamari will come up with it left-handed. We'll have a stop by the refs here. Good job by the Bulldogs with that zone movement. As we see them flowing throughout the box, as Krager will get the ball. As she gives that one up to Gross. Gross dodges as she shoots. But we won't have a goal. As once again we have a violation. Or it looks like they will call that a goal. Sorry, once again. Looks like we have a check in the pocket of the stick of Sarah Gross. Bit of a confusing moment there as they called it a goal and a no goal, but it looks like we will have a goal. So the Bulldogs will go up 11-0.
Goal number 6, Sarah Gross.
Once again, Sarah Gross with the goal. As Krager will look to win the draw once again. Krager off the faceoff. She gives that one up to Kamari. She will pick that one up left-handed going into the box. She beats the defender in the left side as she will look over. A good look over to Pahalji, but she's not able to grab that one as that will go to Rochester's possession. Rochester coming out of the corner there is Williams. As that will be the end of the quarter. Your Adrian College Bulldogs up 11-0 versus Rochester University. We will be right back for the second quarter.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium for the second quarter. Adrian College up 11-0 against Rochester University. This has been a pretty dominant display by the Bulldogs so far, as you can see. And Bulldogs having a lot of time in the box of Rochester as they display good passing, and Rochester not able to get into the zone too much, but having that never fight attitude, or never quit attitude that was, sorry. As we will see the goalie for Rochester make it down to her end. So it'll be Gangwer and Megan Steffi making her way to the crease for the Bulldogs. As we get set here the Bulldog logo. That will be Krager and Taish once again on this matchup. As they get into crouch position. Krager wins that face-off. Kamari scoops that one one-handed out of the air once again. Kamari looks over. She gives that one to Krizak. Krizak cradling down the alley as she goes behind the net. Tosses that one up to Krager. And she'll fake it and give that one over to Bean. Bean over to Miller. Miller over to Weber. That will go back up to Gross. Gross over to Kamari. She will swap hands, go to her right side as she tosses that one down once again. The Bulldogs passing it around the box right now as we go all around. Weber over to Gross. Weber scans as she gives that one up to Kamari. Kamari will cut through. She had a nice dodge, and that's Maggie Bean getting hit in the face with the stick, and we will have a card here. This will be a violation. As we had that flag down. And
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in. And
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe...
welcome back to Docking Stadium. Sorry for that break. As Megan Bahalji will cut in, as she's not able to get that shot off cleanly, but she'll score. As the Bulldogs will get a 12th goal of the game.
Goal by number 14, Megan.
As Bahalji will capitalize there as the Bulldogs run back to the face-off circle. As there was that flag down a couple minutes ago as we took a break and we came back. Bulldogs will look to continue their goal streak after this face-off, as Krager will look to take it for the Bulldogs and win her 12th of the day. As we have a substitution, Welker will come in for Rochester, as we will get back into play now, as Williamson came out. As they are in crouch position. Taish and Krager. Krager wins that one up. Kamari not able to grab that one with the hand, as Gross will defend. Save a fast break down the alley. Taish continuing in. As she fends off that body, she go behind the crease. Looking around the box, and she'll give that one over to Phelps. Phelps scoops it up and jogs back over to that right side, as she will throw that one. Not able to connect with DeMonico, as the ball will go out of play. Olivia Gedman scooping that one up on the rush for the Bulldogs, and she'll carry it in. She passes that over for Price. Price up to Weber. Weber looking. She switches hands, goes to her left. Weber over to that 10-yard line at the bottom of the alley. She goes over to Miller. Miller up for Gross, as Gross will toss that one over to Kamari. Kamari looking to the bottom of the box. Over to Krager, and then that will go over for the Bulldogs. Over to Miller again, as the Bulldogs play a game of pass at the top of the zone as they flip-flop. Over to Miller. Miller taking her time, as she'll attempt to throw that in but doesn't like it. She fakes one more time over to Gross. Gross with a fast dodge. She scores that one. And that will be a goal for the Bulldogs. Good passing play by the Bulldogs as they crisscross at the top of the box. As they will give that one over to Miller, and Miller will break down to the crease. Right-handed, and will toss that one in the top corner. So Bulldogs will make that 13-0 with 11 minutes remaining in the first half. And Krager will jog back to the draw. Taish slowly making her way there. And we'll get set. As we wait for them to win this face-off, as Kamari will pick that one up quickly with a fast break over to Weber. Weber down the alley. She takes that down to the Adrian logo behind the crease. Over to Miller. She'll give it back to Miller, so Miller will look to go to Weber. Weber will give it up to Gross. Gross cradles that one and over to Kamari. And Kamari over to Pahalji. Adrian will swap bodies there and give it back down. As Weber looks to cut through the crease and not able to get the ball, as they'll give that back up to Miller. Miller above the crease, as she'll make a dodge move. She goes to underhand past that one, but will keep it for herself. She tosses that one to the middle. And Taish able to come up with that, as she will not be able to get through two defenders, but it will still be Rochester's ball. Taish carrying that one through the Rochester box and through the midfield, as she's still fighting off Kamari. Good defensive play by her. As she gets into the box, she'll take it in. As that won't count. Or it looks like there's miscommunication here between the players and the ref. It will be a goal for Rochester. They'll get their first of the game. Liliana Taish capitalizing for Rochester. She gets that one all the way down in her own zone and will carry it and shoot that one in on the crease of the Bulldogs. And it'll be a 13-1 from Liliana Taish. She makes her way to the faceoff now after scoring. So Rochester with a little bit of life now after that goal. As we have a swap here. As Welker will come off. Williamson will go back in. It looked like Welker swapped from the D zone. As Krager and Taish will get set here. Kamari not able to come up with that reach. As Taish battles this ground ball. Johns will come up with it as she has a fast break. She will stop just inside the box as she waits for support. We'll give that one over to Cadman as Cadman tosses that to Williams. Sorry, Taish that was, as Taish comes down that side. Not able to get it through, so she'll carry it back up to the top of the box. Playing hard on her was Jessica Price. She backs off into the zone. DeMonico not able to get that one, and Krager will have a fast break through the mid zone. She swaps hands and gives that one over to Weber. Weber carries that one. As she sets up, gives that one over back to Krager, and Krager not able to get that to the net. Good save by Gangwer that was. The Bulldogs will recollect. As Miller will tell her team to get in a formation as she's behind the crease. Gives that one over to Weber now. Weber looking over her options. Weber tosses that one to Gross as she gets that shot off and she scores. Good passing play by the Bulldogs. Weber and Gross that was as Weber gives that one up to Gross, and Gross will shoot that one from just above the crease. We will have 14th goal of the game for Adrian College Bulldogs. As we get set for this draw once again. The Bulldogs so far this season getting 10 goals from the free position, 7 from the woman up, and so far 30 unassisted goals, which is very impressive for the Bulldogs. But so far this game they've had a lot of assisted goals, getting everyone into the play, everybody getting their touches. Good offensive game so far for the Bulldogs. With 5:30 left here. And Kamari will get that one as they carry it into the box. She comes in left-handed as she will cut across. Not sure about who she wants to pass it to, but she will give it up to Gregan. Sorry, Miller that was. Over to Miller. Miller throws that one up to Gross, so she cradles. She'll run up the top of the box. Back over to Gregan. Gregan will follow that one right-handed over to Miller. Miller behind the crease, and she'll give that one up to Weber again. As Bahalji cuts cross crease. Weber with a good fake. She stuffs that one right into the stick of Gangwer. Good save by Gangwer. As Rochester will get the possession here, and they will have a fast break. But they'll take it. They'll like to take it back to their box. Williams not liking what she's seeing, but she'll have a fast break through the mid zone. As she comes down the right alley. Williams with a good rush there for Rochester. She'll throw that one up. But Steffi will gain possession and toss that one over to Krager. Krager with a fast break. Passing that one over to Miller. Not originally who she was trying to connect with, but she will gain possession. Gedman coming into the box with her, but Miller will stay with it as that goes down for ground ball. As they both fight for it. Taish coming up with it as she'll go on a fast break. As she beats two defenders past the 30-yard line. As they come in. She fakes off the pass as she carries it down the side. She'll back off and throws it down low. Phelps not able to handle that as it will go out of play and get possession back to the Bulldogs as Steffi will handle that. She looks over her options and pressured in front of the net, but she will give that one over to Van Aesch. Van Aesch over to Gedman. Gedman with the fast break. She will take it down the side. Cuts across the box as she'll go behind the crease. Gangwer saying who to cover. As it will be May Sun. Gave that ball up to Sarah Gross. She will calmly give that one over to Kamare. Kamare down to Krager as Krager will swap places with Krizak as Miller will look to find Sun in front of the crease, but she will not be able to connect on that one as Gross gets the ball back. Gross looking, gives that one up to Sun. Sorry, Gedman that was, and Gedman will give it over to Sun. Down in the bottom of the box. Sun will make a face dodge as she is stopped by the Rochester defender, as that one will go out of play. Looks it will be Bulldog ball, as Miller will pick that one up for him. Miller scanning. She will lob that one over. Krizak able to launch that one, not able to connect with the net though, as that will go back over to Miller behind the crease. Miller falling on that dodge as she gains possession once again, as that ball is kicked out of bounds. As we have a violation from the Bulldogs, and it'll be Rochester ball. Rochester looks to take it out of their boxes. That will be picked off by Gross. Gross will give that one up to Gedman as Gedman doesn't like her option, so she'll take that out of the scrum. As that's picked up and shot by Miller, but that will hit the post. As Gangwer will throw that one. Get it over to Johns. As that hits the face, Jessica Price. As Price with the fast break into the box with Johns on her. Price with the shot into the stick of Gangwer. Gangwer with a good save for Rochester. She doesn't have an option. As we hear Rochester yelling to get open. She loosely throws that one and almost picked off. Good job by Rochester's A battle. Sierra Gross will come up with that one. She will carry that above the box, makes a face dodge to her left, back to her right. Throws that one over to Krizak, not able to connect. As Gedman will control with 15 seconds left. Over to Sun, and Sun will shoot and score! As she is hit on the play. A goal by May Sun. As this will expire.
By number 28, Lucia.
It's a good quarter by the Bulldogs as they dominate with the score of 15-1. Thank you all for watching this quarter, as we will be right back at Docking Stadium.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrate each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium for the second half of this matchup between the Adrian College Bulldogs and Rochester University. As the Bulldogs dominate this game so far, 15-1, as we get set on the draw here, and Kamari will take that one for the Bulldogs. Sarah Gross picks that one up as she takes it down the alley, distributes that one over to Weber. Weber passes that one down. Not able to get a clean shot off as the Bulldogs. Number 10, Olivia Gedman. But they will get a chance here. She looks to rush it in. Off the whistle. She runs that one to top the crease. Bounces that one off the plane, and that will go out of play. Last touch by the Bulldogs, and they beat them there, so Miller will pick that one up for the ladies in white. She looks off everyone else and tosses that one over. Krizak comes out with speed above the crease. Tosses that one back down to Miller. Miller with the split dodge as she goes back over and bounces that one in the plane for a goal. Adrian College 15-1.
Goal by Mariana Miller.
16-1 now. Sorry. Mariana Miller will bounce that one in as she makes this quick spin move. above the crease, and we'll get another goal here. Is be 16-1 with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Everyone makes their way back in the starting position as we have a swap on the face-off this quarter with Krager not taking it down. We'll have Kamari take that spot as she gets set against Taish. Kamari will win that face-off. Gross battles that ground ball. They're not able to scoop it up, but she looks to finally get it back to her own zone as she chases that one down. Will be Bulldog ball. She gives that one back to Sun. Sun with the zone rush. Good fast break by her as she gives that and distributes that one over to Price. Price taking it down the alley. She looks off the pass and gives that one back up to Weber. Weber distributes that one over to Gross. Gross down to Gedman. Gedman over to Miller as she's able to get that one back off the bobble. Krizak over to Price. Price back up to the top of the zone for Weber. Weber looking over the zone as she wants that bottom corner. Not able to connect on the pass to Gedman, and it will go out of play. It'll be Rochester possession. Emily Williams will pick that one up for Rochester in the black and red as she starts her play. Not able to connect to the pass by Jessica Cadman as Gedman will pick that one back up and give it to Weber. Weber scoops up that ground ball. Gross looking to calm down possession as she will pass over to Kamari as she will switch to her right hand. Taking it down the alley is Price as she gives that one over to Miller. Miller keeping it behind the crease. Over to Krizak. Krizak patrolling and going back down to Miller. Miller taking her time as she splits back to the left, keeping it on the right hand. She wants to cut her there. She's able to get it. Not able to connect, though, is Price. Good second effort by Price as she gives that one over to Weber, and Weber rips that one into Gangwer. Sorry, we'll have a change now. It's back to Kabat as she makes a great save off the chest. Tosses that one over to Johns. Johns will look for the fast rush up to Sewell. Sewell not able to grab that one off the ground, so Gross will cream that one into the stick and carry it into the box as she stops up at the top of the zone. Gross back over to Weber once again. As they've had many passes back and forth tonight, we've seen that duo connect on a lot of goals and some really good smart plays from Miller, Weber, and Gross as these three play catch a little triangle at the top of the box. A little bit of give and go play. As Weber takes her time. Fakes the pass and gives it over to Kamari as Kamari will go through the zone as delayed game. Once you get in the box, you have limited time. You have to move it and keep it in, and Bulldogs able to do that, but have a violation here by the black and red. Bulldogs take it in. Kamari looks over to Miller. Miller with a split dodge. Ground ball battle. Skabat will come up with it and scoop that one into her stick. No one open for her, so she'll continue to look as she only has a couple of seconds to get that out of the crease. And that she will. Gives it up to Cadman. Cadman not able to beat the two defenders, so she'll give that one back to Kabat. Kabat launches that one over for Sewell, but she can't pick that one up, so Gross will cradle that one into the stick. Toss it down to Krizak as she comes up to the top of the zone at the 20-yard line. Distributes that one over to Price. Price over to Weber. Over to Kamari as she breaks through the zone. Good save by Kabata. She takes that one off the leg, and Gross able to corral that one off the leg and get that as they pick it up and come back into the zone. Back into play we go as Gross will toss that down. As they take their time. Miller taking that one and giving it over to Miller, and a great save by Kabata. She takes that one off the head. And Addison Krizak will rush that one in as no one defends her. She comes in, switch hands, shoots that one. Kabat with a great save once again. Miscommunication there from the black and red as Krizak's able to race that one in on goal, but a great save by Kabat as Rochester comes down on a fast rush. Williams taking it down the right as she gives that to the bottom of the zone. Not able to connect on the passes. That will be Adrian possession. May Sun will get the ball as she gives that one over to Hannah Reeves in net now for the Bulldogs. Passing over to Lowen Falzone. Falzone with a little spin move. She cradles it into the D zone. Gives that back to May Sun as she will cradle that to the left hand and up to Kamari as she'll have a fast break through the mid zone. One-handed, she takes that in. But she makes a pass down to Gedman. Gedman controls and shoots. Great save by Kabat once again. But Gedman getting control possession again at the bottom of the zone. Kamari taking her time over to Weber. Sorry, Miller that was. Kedman will take possession for Rochester. She looks to slow it down and get an open teammate. She will make a split dodge back to her right as she comes through a fast break. Have an interference on Olivia Sewell from Rochester University. As Zoe Weber carries that one in and gives that one back to Miller. She has a fast break down to the crease. She stops up, shoots it. Great save by Kabat off the leg once again. A good shot by Miller, a good look from Weber, and an even better save from Kabat as she has no option, so she'll kind of just stand there waiting for someone to get open for her. As Kendall Kabat coming up with some real good saves at the start of this third quarter for her team. But the Bulldogs pick back off. Miller with a shot and a goal. Mariana Miller.
Goal by number 12, Mariana Miller.
As they will make it 17-1. Not much Kabat can really do there as she makes 4 straight great saves for her team and not able to get the ball out as Rochester is. Mariana Miller will capitalize on that and make it 17-1 with 6:05 left. As Rochester talking now in their zone. As Taish makes her way back up to the faceoff now. Bulldogs doing some game planning now as we see in their D zone as they're told to go back to their positions. So we'll get set for faceoff. Kamari taking the draw still for the Bulldogs in white. Taish in black. As Phelps gets back over that line. In crouch position as we get set. Ball goes up. Rochester will come up with it. Actually, we'll have a ball battle. And it will be Rochester comes up with it the second time as Taish cradles that one down the alley. A little stutter step over to her right, back to her left with a good face dodge. She'll cradle that one behind the net. She looks to wrap it around but not able to as Sun with a good defensive play will knock that out of the stick of Tasha. She has a fast break now as Rochester not able to defend that. As it will be 4 against 4 on this fast break, and Gedman will rush that one in. She comes down the right. Take that one over to the alley as she stops up. Gives that one to Miller. Miller scanning the box and will look to distribute that one over to Krizak as she stays with the ball in her left hand. Krizak going back down to Miller. Miller standing there as she waits, and looks like we have a whole pile up in the middle of the zone. Good pick by the defender, but Miller will get that back and she scores. Good play by Emily Williams there at top of the crease, but Miller coming back up with that ball as you have a stick check once again on her. Miller, a scoring machine in this game. As we had mentioned it earlier, she's one of the top point getters for the Bulldogs coming into this game. As I had said, with 14 points, and definitely continues that streak. The Bulldogs go up 18-1 with 3:40 left in this third quarter. once again, not much Kabat can do there as she's continued to stand on her head for Rochester in this third quarter. Kamari will come off the field, and it looks like we will have Zoe Weber take the draw now. As we get set for this face-off. This ref tosses the ball on top of the sticks. Looks like Phelps will take the draw for Rochester now. Sorry, Johns, that was. A good ball battle. As the ball will be given to Rochester off that loose ground ball. Defending was Price. Bateish will carry it through the midfield as she comes in left-handed. Trying to fend off three defenders. She will do it by herself. Good stick poke by Krager. She carries that left-handed, and the Bulldogs will look to have a fast break through the midfield. Carrying that with one hand on the stick was Weber. She kind of stops up and controls play at the top of the box, giving that back to Krager as Krager will distribute over to Price. Price swapping with Gross at the top of the box. She gives that one down to Pahalji. Pahalji over to Krizak, as they will have a triangle passing play here now as Krager will come up with it. Krager tossing that to the right of the box. Gedman with a quick rush as she takes that to the crease with a good dodge and a good shot and a good save by Kabat as she stops that one in the top corner. Kabat with a pass that is picked off by Sun. Sun not sure if she should keep going, but she'll try to defend now. As Gracie Phelps will carry that through the midfield as she has two open players. She gets into the top of the zone. As she splits to the right. Not liking what she's seeing, so she will carry that over to the alley on the 10-yard line. Tosses that one to her left hand. Good fake by Cadman. As she'll toss that one down. And a good shot by Rochester. Will it be picked up by the Bulldogs? Bottom of the zone. As they will throw that one to Reeves. As she will launch that one over. As they have a fast break with Gross, that is. She comes through the midfield. Faking that pass to her left. She will take it to the 20-yard line. She stays calm and gives that one over to Price, and they will play pass now at the top of the zone is given over to Gedman. Gedman with the fake as she comes across the top of the zone. Pass over to Krizak. No catch that one left-handed. She looks to make a dodges, but she will elect to pass that up to Gross. Gross with a split move as she shoots that one. A good save by Kabat as Gross will look to pick it back up, but not able to. And Weber with a good second effort. Weber with that second effort as the quarter closes. 18-1, end of the third quarter. Adrian College Bulldogs, Rochester University. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back.
There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role.
Welcome back to Docking Stadium for the last 15 minutes of this fourth quarter between the Adrian College Bulldogs in white and the Rochester University Warriors in the black and gold. Sorry, black and red. This has been a pretty dominant display by the Bulldogs so far, as they've had offense from 3 players and many others, but the ball consistently finding Zoe Weber this game, as she's had a very good performance, as well as Mariana Miller and Kabat for the Warriors, having a very good third quarter, and we'll see if she can continue that into this fourth as we get ready for this face-off. As they get set. As that is tossed up, but the Warriors will gain control. As Phelps carries that one through the mid-zone. She takes it to the left alley. We'll give that one over to Taish. Taish carrying it down the zone, and she will give that one over to Cadman. Cadman not liking what she's seeing, so she will swap hands again and give that pump fake to May Sun. And Cadman with a good display of hand-eye right there. She wins that ground ball battle. She'll look to pass that one to the middle. And the Warriors with a good chance there, as John's almost able to get that shot off. But Reeves carries that ball and almost gives a turnover right to the Warriors, but Addison Krizak will carry that one up through the midfield as they go down on a rush. She will fake the split to her right and go back to her left. Gives that one over to Gross. Gross looking for the shot, but she will back off a little bit. Gross with the cradle. Back over to Weber. Weber over to Price. As that will go back down to Gedman as they play catch around the box. This goes over to Miller. Miller over to Weber as she waits on the alley on this 10-yard line. She looks to just keep it in and gain possession. As cut to the crease is Krager. Krager able to get that one. And she gets a shot off, and a good chance by Krager with a good cross crease slide. As Gedman tosses that one down to the crease again. Finds Miller. Sorry, Krizak that was. And a good save by Gangwer. She hops back in net. May Sun with a good attempt of the pick as she comes through that mid zone. Van Asch will come up with that one for her team as she gives that one over to Price. Price with a 20-yard line scanning. She distributes that one. Not able to connect with Weber though, as they battle for this ground ball. As Rochester will look to gain possession, and they will. And a good stick by Weber as she knocks that one out. But Rochester will get possession back as Weber looks to defend against Cadman. Cadman with a split dodge as she will come through the mid zone out as she gives that one up to Taish. It looks like we will have a flag on Olivia Gedman.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities.
Welcome back after that stoppage of play. As one of the Warriors went down, and she gives the okay signal, so we will get back to play as Taish has that rush through the midfield, and she will split down the alley. Carrying it with her left hand. She gets a good shot off just outside the net as she fights for possession, but it will be to the Bulldogs as she knocked that one out of play. Son giving that one over to Reeves. Reeves looking to launch it, but not able to find anyone. But she will launch it over to Gross, and a good connecting pass as Gross with a fast rush through the midfield. As Price was wide open there at the top of the box, but Gross will continue to hold it and give it up to Weber. Taish following Weber from behind as she will sneak back into the box. As it is 18-1 with 11:15 left in this fourth quarter in Adrian, Michigan. Weber with a good shot and a goal. Weber with a good display of effort all by herself as she takes that one from the top of the box and splits down the zone and rips that one to the left side of Gangwer. As it will be 19-1 now with 10:50 left in this fourth quarter. Now the Warriors may be down 19-1, but haven't seen much of a quitting effort from them, as we've definitely seen Gangwer and Kabat have a good display of goaltending in this record. Sorry, the score may not present that, but Kabat in the third quarter definitely standing on her head for the team, and the Bulldogs just getting the best of the Warriors so far, but Warriors doing a good job on defense, having to defend this whole game. As the refs will get us set up once again with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fourth quarter. The ball is lifted, and the Warriors come on top. Gracie Phelps will look to give that one up as she distributes over. As they break into the zone. As Navy Phelps will keep possession in the box as she goes in the alley. She'll toss that one over to Jessica Cadman. Cadman with a split dodge. Back to her right. Oh, back to her left as she will fake again with a little dipsy-do. She'll go back to the top of the box, go back to her right hand. As Krager looks to defend. As that will be a loose ball battle. As Adrian comes up with it. Jessica Price with that midfield fast break. As the Warriors slowly follow behind. And she gives that over to Mariana Miller. Miller galloping behind the net. She cradles. Gives that over to Gedman. Gedman above the top of the crease. She rolls back. Back again. She gets a shot. A good chance by Gedman as she's not able to score that one, but a really good dodge by Gedman as Miller gets it back for the Bulldogs. Really like to play Gedman so far in this fourth quarter. She's been very prevalent. And a good chance by Weber. She just shoots that one right over the crossbar. And Miller as well for the Bulldogs, as she's been very dominant in this game. As we've seen the attackmen for the Bulldogs. Passing that ball all around the box and really playing a game of catch against the Warriors as Miller once again has that ball and gives it up to Gedman as Gedman rushes down the side. She looks to shoot, but will take it back behind the net. She won't toss that one over to Weber, and now she will. Miller looks to break the crease as Weber defends with that arm. She looks to split through 4 defenders as she looks to shoot it, and we have a stoppage. Looks as if the Bulldogs, number 9, Zoe Weber, will get a chance here on the break. She gets set to run. As she comes in and gets a shot. And Gangwer will come up with it. Good save by Gangwer as that's bounced off the plane. She has no one to pass to, though, but she will get it back to her defenders. She's defended by Miller. She tries to split it wide, but she will go back to her right. She will take it back to the middle of the box. Over to Williamson as she looks to go on a fast break, but stops up. Looking for an option as she has no one open to her liking. Warriors over to the midfield now. Taish looking behind her to see who's defending. As Krager with a good stick as she disrupts Taish. Taish giving it over to Williamson. As Cadman is not able to corral that one. And it will be Bulldog possession. As Abby Van Asch will snag the ball on the sideline. As we see her team cheer her on. As she will give that one up to Kamari, and Kamari gives that one right back to Weber. Weber with the break. She carries that one one-handed into the box. She stays on the alley. She will fight off the defender and give that one over to Miller, and it'll be a ground ball battle as Miller comes through the box. A good chance by Miller, but she is stopped. I believe she will get the break now. She will stand there at the top. She looks to scoop it up and go on the fast break. Here goes Miller as she breaks in with a shot and a goal. Mariana Miller
Goal by number 12.
will make it 20-1 off the break as she gets it at the top of the crease and rushes that one in with one of her many goals this game, as she has been mentioned before as being one of the top point scorers for the Bulldogs and continue to display her dominance in this game with 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Reeves celebrating with her team in white as she will make her way back to the crease and get herself all set up as we get set for face-off. Krager to take the draw against Taish. So you see here the Bulldogs cheer on their teammate as Krager wins that one up. Miller will scoop it. Comes into the box with her right hand as she looks to rip a shot. We'll give that one over to Weber, not able to connect, but Gedman will scoop that one off the ground as we have a battle. And Williams battling with Gedman there as Gedman will get the better of her and get possession. Over to Weber, and Weber will toss that one over. And a goal for the Bulldogs.
Goal by Lucia.
Kamari
Assist by
above the crease, just ripping that one off really quick, and a good pass
number 9, Zoe Weber.
from Weber. As the Bulldogs continue to roll 21-1 here with 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Not much gang work can really do there as she's pressured by 4 Bulldogs at the top of the crease, and Kamari able to dodge through and split the seam and get that shot off. As Taish will go to the draw with Krager once again, as these two have met at the face-off dot numerous times this evening, as it will go up. And Krager will battle that one and scoop it, switch to her left hand. Krager running down the alley as she's defended hard by Williams. Bulldogs come on the top of the crease. Skedman rushes around as she will come to the top again. She looks to shoot. We'll toss that one down low to the crease. A good shot by Krager, but Gangwer will come up with it. She looks to find an open teammate, and she will give that one over. Bulldogs try to defend now on this run from the Warriors. Jessica Cadman saying, I'm open, as she gets the ball on this fast break. She looks to distribute as she will take it by herself with a roll back. Cadman with the toss up. That will be Phelps with the ball. She rolls back to her left to distribute. We'll give that back to her right hand as she tosses that off the plane. Over to Gracie Phelps. Phelps getting defended. Good defense by the Bulldogs as she tosses that one up to the middle, and Emma DeMonico not able to swipe that one into the net. Good chance there by Jessica Cadman as she tosses that one behind the back on her right side, but that will go out of bounds, and the Warriors will get possession again as they beat the Bulldogs to the line. As they will juggle the ball behind the crease. Jessica Cadman will carry that one as she rolls back to her left hand. She looks to roll back to her right as she's defended by Lauren Falzone. Now defended by 3 Bulldog players. Going back up to Gracie Phelps as we have a violation, as they did not stay in the zone long enough, and that will go over to Weber as she has a fast break and will launch that all the way down to Gedman, and that will connect. Gedman with the ball. She rolls back to her left, rolls back to her right, as she scores! Olivia Gedman with a great display.
By number 10, Olivia Gedman.
As that was a fast break started by Weber off the violation, and Gedman with a quick left to right rollback as she will shoot that one in. It'll be 22-1 by the Bulldogs with 1:10 left in this fourth quarter. As we see quite the differential in attitudes from the players as the Bulldogs jumping with joy, and Rochester Warriors not so happy as they are down by 21. And we'll get set for this face-off. Kamari will win that face-off as she jumps up. Price will look to win it, but it looks like it will be Bulldog possession as the Warriors went over and back. Kamari switches to her right hand. We'll give that one up to Miller as Jessica Cadman makes her way back into the defensive zone. As the Bulldogs look to play catch now with 25 seconds left. You'd have to think the Bulldogs will just look to rag the ball around the zone, as it wouldn't make sense to really shoot as we continue to pass it. Gross will look to go left to right, and she gives that up to Miller as Miller will cross back with her. Miller at the 40 in the alley. Gives that one up to Gedman as they cross. As that will be game. Adrian College Bulldogs with the 22-1 win over the Rochester University Warriors. A good display effort by Mariana Miller as she led the way for the Bulldogs. And good defending in net by Kabat that was, and Gangwer. And that will be it here at Docking Stadium on this Thursday evening. Thank you all for joining and watching Bulldog Lacrosse.